We live.
We
Oh, okay,
live.
good. All
We
right, right
live.
on. Hey, well, Sarah. First of all, Coach Sarah, welcome to our podcast. Sarah's our first guest that we've had in our new format, the Diablo Way podcast, which is really about talking to about our Diablo community, to our Diablo community, and then uh, helping inform people about Diablo and how we do things in the outside CrossFit community. That's really kind of it in a nutshell. But it's good to have you on.
Thanks. I'm glad to be here.
I don't. What's good about this too is I don't know a lot of specific details about your background. I got a cursory overview where I'm one of the fans from a distance. I'm like, oh, she's a badass. I know she is. I know she was in the military. I know she's plays flute. I know she does ballet because she did a pirouette last week that was instantly remarkable. And then there had to be and then I'm like, there's got to be gymnastics in there because she's so freaking good at gymnastics and she's schooling everybody in class about it.
Spatial awareness is on
so you're
point.
getting what you get is the kind of the Chat GPT overview of Sarah Howard from me. We're not related.
Yes, we are. Craig is my uncle.
Oh boy, here we
Uncle
go.
Craig.
Yeah. But it's fun. It's fun to have you on because Sarah's one of our semifinalist athletes, and she came to us, and she's a coach here too, which makes it even more special. So it's exciting. And what we want to talk about today, we talked last week a little bit how we go through the structure of the semifinals, the open, the quarterfinals, the semifinals. And we're doing the semifinals much like we did the quarterfinals, which is we have scheduled specific times that are in between our class times. So today, for example, Thursday and Friday, at noon, they're announcing the password that people can use. And so we're going at 1 p.m. We have a 12 o'clock class. It's one of our most popular classes. We are not going to reschedule our 12 noon class. All we do is tell our athletes, look, come here at 1, and between 1 and 3:30, we'll let people do the workout. And then again, this evening, for people that can't make the afternoon and can't get off work for CrossFit, where are you going? Well, I'm sick today.
Yeah.
Well, the doctor's appointment. There's a lot of really super, like the healthiest people in the world that are sick
Just
today.
happen to be sick.
I'm not sick, my commander. Let me come here.
Oh, that's awesome. And so way
to keep it honest.
If they can't do that during that scheduled time, then they can come in the evening from 6:30 to 7:30, and we're going to make sure we have I want to talk about the rules and stuff that CrossFit is uncomfortable rules that CrossFit has put on the affiliates in order to run this operation. And then we do the same thing tomorrow. And then on Saturday, after classes are done, our last class ends tomorrow at noon. And then we'll go from noon to 2. Those are fun because it's kind of like everybody's truly off. Yeah, for the most part, with the exception of like Kendra, who's a nurse, and she sometimes works weekends, and everybody's relaxed, and it's a much more fun environment. And then we'll do the same thing on Sunday, and hopefully we don't have to do shit on Monday.
I know there's going to be a few on Monday.
I can't. I gotta work.
Yeah. I know there's gonna be a few on Monday, and then I know there's a few like yourself.
I gotta do life.
It has to get it done.
Yeah.
And that's that's a great place to start. That's a great lead-up because one of the challenges of being a quote masters athlete, masters athletes are and I'm with Jason Grubb all the time, but they aren't getting enough credit that they deserve because they are kind of carrying the ball for CrossFit in a lot of different ways, but because they bring their family and friends to the events. They're the ones that'll be buying tickets to go to the first couple days of the games because that's when the masters are going, and then they've got the discretionary income to spend on this sport, and they're supporting all the local competitions. But they also, many of them, most of them, almost all of them have full-time jobs. There's a few Jason Grubb's an example, right? So Jason doesn't have a full-time job, but his full-time job is being an influencer. Yeah. And he does and a coach, and he's programming. So the guy does really have a full-time job.
That just happens to align with what he's doing here.
That he's a remarkable athlete, really nice guy too, which is annoying that he's both.
Why do you have to be a dick to be a good athlete?
Because we need some reason to hate him, right? Everybody loves to hate on Matt Frazier, amazing athlete. Some will say the GOAT, but everybody also loves to come after him for his attitude, his demeanor, and he's mean, and so. But anyway, Sarah's really nice.
Am I?
Yes, you are.
Oh, well, thank you.
Yeah. You're a little mean to me. However, you're a really nice person.
You ask for it, though.
I do. Yeah. But so Tell that would be the first thing I want to ask is you work in the military, you run a division or a right?
Yeah. So I'm in the Air Force Band, the Band of the Golden West, and I am the first sergeant for the band. So if anybody knows anything about military, the first sergeant is basically the caregiver of the band. Anybody has a problem, whether it's a death in the family, if they're having like mental health issues, if they have questions, a lot of mediation I do between people. So it's like a therapist, I guess you could say.
And when you say band, you're actually talking a military band.
Military band.
Military musical band.
Yes.
And you are also an accomplished flutist.
Yes.
Is it flutist or flautist?
Tomato.
Okay. Right.
It depends on what part of the world you're in, but Americans say flutist.
Right.
Yeah, I've been playing flute for 37 years.
Wow.
So yeah, and I'm 47. So,
wow.
Yeah.
You're 10.
Yeah.
Is that something your parents forced on you? Or you
No.
took it yourself?
I love to tell this story because I feel like the flute chose me. My grandmother was a church organist, and I was exposed to music at a very young age. My mom had me listening to classical music all the time. I was exposed to it through ballet as well. And I wanted to be a ballerina, but obviously we all know that I am thick. And so I'm like the hippos from Fantasia. Like I get off the ground, but it looks kind of crazy. So, when I realized that I was not going to have a career in ballet, I was like, oh, flute would be the thing. I love music. But when I was a kid, I used to take the little parts of the vacuum cleaner because my mom couldn't afford a flute. And I would pretend that it was a flute. Like I'd be walking around the house, like pretending like I was playing a flute.
Making the noise.
Yeah. And then someone gave my mom a flute. They were like, oh, I heard your daughter wants to play. Here's an instrument. And I taught myself how to play.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah.
Really?
So, yes. I'm like
Wow.
that. I can figure things out. I'm a little on the spectrum. And you could hand any instrument to me and I'd figure out how it could function. But the flute, it came very naturally to me. It's not an easy instrument to play. Making a sound, it usually takes people months to make a sound. For me, I just did it. It's great. It's crazy. But here we are.
Cool. The flute found you.
Yeah.
That's wild.
Me.
Like I cannot wrap my head around how music is, like how to read music, any of that stuff. It's just like such a foreign thing to me. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
It's pretty cool.
And you played in school bands? And
I did. I started in band in 6th grade. So I'd already been playing. That's when I learned how to read music. And then I went through middle school, high school. I went to college. I have 2 degrees in music performance. So I studied my undergrad at Shenandoah Conservatory in Virginia. And I did my master's at the University of Tennessee in Knoxville. Yep. Yeah. So
that's amazing.
Thanks.
And so then how did you end up playing the flute in the Army?
In the Air Force?
I mean,
don't mess it up again.
Come on, Craig.
Don't mess it up again. Listen.
Military people are really sensitive.
We are because it is different.
It is absolutely different.
It is different. So I wanted to be a classical flutist. I wanted to play in an orchestra, and that world is very competitive. Like you go to an audition, there'll be like 90 people who show up to get one job.
Oh, wow.
And usually you spend months preparing, and you play for maybe, I don't know, 3 minutes, and they're like, thank you. So I had taken hundreds of auditions after I finished my master's, and the Air Force audition I actually took on a whim while I was doing my master's. My professor, she was like, there's an undergrad that's going to take this Air Force audition. You should call them and see if they, if they'll let you take it. And usually now that I know 20 years later, you have to submit a recording of your playing, and then they screen the recordings, and then you're invited to the audition. So for me to call and be like, hey, can I come? Because I'm a master's student at UT. Like, can I come? And it's funny because my current chief, he just retired. He's the person that hired me, and he was the auditions coordinator when I called, and I was like, hey, I'm bringing this person to the audition. Can I come? And he was like, yeah, sure. Had not prepared at all. The only audition I've ever taken that I've not prepared for. I walked in, I won the job.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Really?
Yes. My life is charmed in a way.
So
I'm seeing this. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I'm realizing it more real time.
Luck happens when opportunity meets preparation.
Yeah.
That's the truth.
It's just one of those things. There's definitely some things about my life, my career, but also at Diablo CrossFit that things have happened, but they've only happened because we always are prepared.
Yeah.
And then stuff will come your way and okay, shit.
I mean, that's exactly how I got into competing for CrossFit too, because I was just doing CrossFit. I wasn't a coach yet. I was just doing CrossFit, and I love the competitive aspect of it. It's exciting to me. And it reminds me a lot of music. And I was just like, I'm going to do Wadapalooza qualifier. I'm just going to do it, and no expectation of it. And then I made it, and that's how I think it was 2019. That's how I started competing.
And you were living in Vacaville at the time, right?
No, I was living in Germany.
Oh, you were in Germany
in 2019.
That was when you first started. Is that where you started CrossFit?
Yeah, that was the next question.
I started CrossFit in Georgia. So my first assignment was in Warner Robins, Georgia. And I was going through it. Like, life was really hitting me hard. My mom was sick with cancer. I was going through a divorce. Like, just all these things were coming at me. And I was a runner and did yoga. So I probably weighed like 130 pounds. I was tiny, and I had horrible eating habits. Like, I just didn't eat. And I had friends that were like, you should do CrossFit. You should do CrossFit. And I was like, that shit looks crazy. Like, those people look like they just are at a barbecue just doing bullshit. Like, I was like, I don't want to do that. So I avoided it for years. I avoided it. In 2013, I was at my lowest low, and I was like, I need something. And I walked into this CrossFit gym. This lady, probably the age of Craig is now, she's like 70.
Well played.
She came over to me and she's like, hey, how are you? And I'm like, I really like to try CrossFit. She took me through the warm-up, and I thought it was a workout. I was like, what in the hell is this? But once we did the workout, at the end of it, I just laid on the floor and I cried. I had the best cry of my life. Everything came up, and I was like, this is what I need.
Yeah.
This is what I need to stabilize me. Like, this is what I need to be, who I know I can be. And I think it pulled me out of one of the deepest depressions I've ever had, like suicidal, like ready to end everything. So here we are.
I think the amount of people that need to hear that is everybody.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
It's crucial. It's crucial. And the community that comes along with it. I think that's why I love it here so much. I have not experienced anything like Diablo. Like, I don't think that it exists. I hope that it does. I hope that people listening know that, use this as an example. But like, as far as like ownership and coaching staff, like, we have the best coaches, and we all love each other. It's not weird at all, ever, and I love that. I love that. Well, Craig doesn't put up with any kind of bullshit either. So
no, I don't.
It helps.
That helps. But yeah.
Yeah. Shit rolls uphill. And then it gets to me.
Right.
And then fortunately at 63, I just don't have patience for it. So that helps.
But it's a good example to everybody, I think. Just handle it.
One of the biggest challenges of being an affiliate owner and even a coach in CrossFit is what makes you good at that: compassion, understanding, connection with humans, and wanting to help people makes it hard for you to be a good business owner. You have to make tough decisions. You have to have hard conversations, and sometimes it means, parting ways with people, and even ones where it's your fault, because keeping them there would, disrupt everything. But you came out of a less than ideal environment where you were coaching CrossFit before us, and then came here, and we were literally like, wow, like, how did this?
How did you end up here?
Yeah, how did you end up here? This is so great.
Really nice, you guys.
Amazing athlete, by the way. And when Sarah's talked about her background as a musician, added to that is her level of fitness. She talked about when she started CrossFit, but she is a phenomenal gymnastic athlete. She's also incredibly strong. She's arguably the strongest woman at Diablo.
What?
Yeah. But
You tell me who else would be challenged in that.
Alessandra Pacelli. Hello.
Okay.
Like,
All
let's be real. Okay.
So we'll give you.
I would like to see you guys
Okay,
go
so
head to head.
Absolutely
on
not.
this deadlift
All right,
workout.
all right,
He's
so
the
we'll
queen.
give you an
Just gonna
8.
throw that out there.
We'll give it to you. We'll give you an 8 times games athlete that's 10 years younger than you.
Minor details.
Maybe
But-
stronger.
Shout out to Alessandra because she is the
Absolutely.
queen. She
Yeah.
really is, man.
She
She
is.
inspired me. I mean,
Yeah.
when I first started watching CrossFit, I remember
2013.
watching her.
Yeah, that was her
man.
first year at the
Yeah.
games.
I was like, who is this chick? And then when I saw her in person on them legs, I was like, go girl. Like everybody is not able to be strong like that. So
Yeah.
shout out to her.
So Sarah's in the 45 to 49 age group, but and she's smashing it. You finished a little lower than you did last year. Last year you finished about 88th, I think, in your age group. And she's how old are you now?
I am 47.
Yeah, 47. So she's a few years into her age group, which is anyone knows, especially with the younger group,
makes it harder, yeah.
makes it harder as the younger athletes come up. And you have games athletes in your age group.
Mhm.
Yes, correct.
Former games
Yes.
athletes
Yes.
that refuse to walk away
Please
and
quit.
let other people
Please quit.
You've had enough.
Can we
They
forward
refuse to
this?
give
I'm
it
not
up.
going to name any names because people do weird things when you name names, but please quit. Yeah. It's my turn. Excuse me.
so
It's
good.
my turn. I want a chance.
It's so good. It's really remarkable to see. And I, from a perspective of CrossFit in general, I love seeing those games athletes continue because they're passionate about CrossFit.
It's inspiring too for the longevity side of it.
Yeah.
Like
Harold said her strict press score beats half the guys' scores. More than half, bro.
More than half.
170, 170. I had to say it.
Yep.
I love
Good.
beating the boys. It's
So-
like I live for it.
So what? So you started the flute at age 10. When did you start fitness or getting into fitness, and how did you get into fitness, and how did that become a part of your life?
I mean, I was a dancer from the age of 3.
Okay,
So I
that's
did
huge.
ballet
And
very
that's
young.
those two things, right? So
22 years of ballet.
Oh,
So
wow. Okay.
yeah.
Coach Vincenzo has a career in ballet too, and phenomenal athlete. But
Yeah,
I
he
think-
did a little spinny spin. I
Yeah.
was like, go ahead.
Well, and dance and ballet, and we have a few dancers in this gym. And then one of them is world champion, Mackenzie. And you can tell by the way they move on the bar and everything, they just have good as a proprioception,
Yeah.
right?
Mhm.
They know how to move their body in space.
The
You know-
problem is you point your toes all the time.
Yes, they do.
And sometimes, like, I got big feet. I wear an 11. I'll say it to the world. And I'm short, 5'4". But I jump up to a bar that I could jump up to, and then I point my toes and they drag.
Oh,
So-
that's interesting.
So I have to get extra
You
high
need to
bar.
get a bigger bar.
I do, but
Just
then I
a little
can't
higher
jump to it.
Yeah.
I'm like, I'm just screwed. That's why you see my stack of plates I always have.
Oh,
you know, we
yeah.
got these foam riser pads
Yeah,
over
but
here.
they
to
are not
get
Yeah, no,
out.
but-
hard.
but yeah.
Jumping off of it is like
Oh,
there's a little
yeah.
give in it. Sin.
And if she jumps off on the side, so she puts them 2 on the side and then jumps.
Yeah.
Got
And
it.
then she got foot clearance.
Let's say we got the plywood over here. You could throw on top of the pad, but
Okay. See,
Right.
this is why Jamie is the head coach, because
Yes,
he
it is.
knows all the things, right?
I know everything that's
He's like-
in
He does know
here. In
He's
some
like, here's this
capacity.
contraption.
And then when did you kind of realize, hey, I'm pretty decent at this?
At CrossFit.
Yes.
Oh man. It was honestly for me, it was the Olympic weightlifting. I think when I realized that I had natural strength, and then my body comp started changing. Cause like I said, I was probably like 130 pounds when I started. I'm like almost 200 pounds now. And most of it is
cool.
muscle. I think I just did a scan. I have 145 pounds of non-fat mass.
Oh, wow.
So I'm a tank.
That is freaking
Genetically, my family, everyone in my family is big. My dad was very, very big guy, very muscular.
awesome. Right.
So I'm kind of like the runt of the family. If you saw my family, you'd be like, what the
Oh, really?
Yeah, they're big
Wow.
people. They're all big. Except my mom wasn't very
My family's big people too.
Mm-hmm. And you're the runt too. We've talked
You
about
say
this.
yes. Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
yeah.
But we're
Yep.
still jacked. We're still strong. But yeah, the Olympic weightlifting was the thing I think that drew me in, right? Cycling a barbell. You guys know that's my jam.
Yeah.
I love doing that kind of stuff. It makes me feel super powerful. And it's funny you say, she's so great at gymnastics. I work my ass off for that.
Yeah.
I have studied gymnastics
Mhm.
because of my body composition. Bottom half of my body is super heavy. So when I start swinging, like I feel everything, my grip goes, and I've had to learn everything to a T, like perfectly in order to be able to move around the bar. The only thing that came naturally was handstand push-ups.
And that sounds just like Alessandra. And she'll tell you the same thing. Because people say the strong girl, she can't do gymnastics. Oh, there's muscle ups. And then she grinded. She wanted to be great at gymnastics.
Yeah, you got it.
She also had a little bit of background in dance.
Oh, that's
Really?
right.
Yeah, she did.
That's right.
Yeah.
Ballerina.
So it comes back around to the proprioception.
Yes.
Yeah.
Especially if you're strong and you can move a barbell. If you already know how to move your body, then it's just going to make it like
knowing where your body
more
is
efficient.
in space, and the timing is so crucial. And it took me a lot of like dialing back. I think this is what people don't understand. And we try to talk to them about it in classes, and they're like, why can't I get this? Why can't I get this? It's like, you got to do some basic things.
Yep. You got to understand the shape first.
You got to understand your shapes. Like, you're not going to just get up there and fly up there, especially adults. Like, if you're over the age of 20, don't expect it to just happen. It's not going to happen.
Yeah, because you got 20 years of bad habits and poor movement patterns.
And broke ass shoulders. And
all
kinds of weird stuff.
When did you get your level 1?
Oh gosh. Let's see. I started CrossFit in 2013. I think I got my level 1 in 2015. So pretty quickly after I started CrossFit.
Right.
Yeah.
Did you start coaching right away after you got your level 1?
My coaching story is kind of crazy. Like, the first gym I coached at, the shadow program was like 2 years. Like, you were not going to be on the floor. Yeah, they were pretty serious about it. Which I appreciate.
I mad respect for those guys.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, they had the luxury of being able to do that, So a lot of times in CrossFit gyms that, there's not enough coaches. So you have to get people on the floor pretty quickly. But I think for me, and the way that I learn by doing. And seeing examples, like reading things and stuff like that. It doesn't help me. I need to see it. And so it was kind of awesome, because I feel like my coaching style is an amalgamation of everyone that I've watched over the years. So, yep.
That's good. And you're level 2 now.
I'm a level 2.
That's good.
Trying to get a level 3.
So you're doing level 3?
I paid for it.
See, you got the application in there.
Then we'll talk after. We'll talk next week about how the study process, because I went through that study process, and I talked to people that are kind of on the inside as the whole testing process, and I know and understand the things that you need to do and good ways to deliver them to you.
Okay.
Yeah. There's lots of
help us, sister.
Yeah, I will.
I know you will.
People criticize the level 3 because they're like, well, you're just taking a written test. What good is it? But
that's what makes it a certification, though.
Well, it does. So that's what's really important. It makes it a certified test with the ANSI, the testing certification, nationally recognized testing certification program. But it also, one of the things I found with the level 3, going through that content, it forced me to go through content that I'd read from years ago. You remember you guys, of course, remember the CrossFit Journal. We read the CrossFit Journal and we learned those things. But it forced me to go back through those things and really learn them. And I came away much more conversant about CrossFit, the methodology, the science behind it, and the intent of it, and then the scaling of it. Like, all of that, going through that level 3 made me, I honestly feel like a certified coach. I feel like when I have more confidence in speaking to people about CrossFit and about what we do and how we do it and what results it delivers, especially when it pertains to people's health. And the level 3 does that. There's no other way to make people learn this shit. Nope, got to sit down and fucking take tests.
Yeah, well, and I think it's important too that being a coach isn't just being able to like talk to people.
Yes.
You have to actually know what the hell you're talking about.
Yeah.
Because I've seen so many people who are like very charismatic, and they can make connections with people very well, but when they start speaking, you're like, what are you actually saying?
Yeah.
Like, you have to be able to teach in a way that people can absorb.
Yeah.
And have multiple ways to teach that same thing.
Yep.
Gives you credibility.
Yes. Yes.
Okay. So we're starting today. The password's going to be announced in 30 minutes, and then the workouts are released. Well, the workouts have already been released. Who's your coach?
Kyle Spears.
And where's Kyle out of?
He's in Georgia, Atlanta area. He runs a company called Blacklisted.
Okay.
Yeah, he's awesome. He's great. I've been working with him for like 3 years. And when I went to Kyle, I couldn't do half the stuff. First of all, gymnastics wise, that I can do now in volume. I could do the movements, but I didn't have the volume. He's really helped me with capacity, because that's something that I struggle with as a larger athlete. But also, I think mindset is something that he really focuses in on, and something I need. I'm a very emotional person. I'm an empath. And so, you know, everything that I do, especially if it's something that I do well, I just get very, I can get in my head about it.
Mhm.
And he's helped me to just kind of blow things off. And it's great. Like even the conversation we had yesterday, because I don't feel like I'm prepared for semifinals. I'll be honest. I haven't really been training the way that I should in order to qualify.
Yeah, let me interject. Sarah's had a ton of stuff going on, especially with her military career. So that's the
my
caveat.
life. My life is crazy. And yesterday he's like, how do you feel? And I'm like, I'm just gonna go have fun with my friends at this amazing gym that I'm at. And we'll see where the chips fall. There is one workout that I know I'm going to win. And so even, you know, you games athletes out there, I'm just letting you know that I'm about to take your spot on this one workout. I want to win it. But, you know, I just want to have a good time. And I think my baseline fitness, that's the other thing that we talked about. Like I worked really hard. I think it was like 2 years ago where I was 46th in semifinals. So I was 6 spots off from making the games. And it was probably one of the most devastating moments of my life because in my CrossFit life, because I was on the road for work, doing shows every day and doing the workouts every day. Like I remember reaching out to Craig. I'm like, do you know anybody in Washington area that can help me out? I went to an Invictus gym up in Seattle and they helped me do a couple of my workouts. And I think what that proved to me though, is that had I been in an ideal situation, had I been at my home gym, had I been with my community, not only would I have been able to maybe repeat one of the workouts that would have pushed me 6 spots up, but like I understand that I have the ability. And so it takes the pressure off of having to make it. Like I don't need that validation because I already know.
Now you know.
Yeah, I know what I'm capable of.
Yeah, so. And hats off to those athletes that do have to travel and do these types of workouts, especially the ones that are close to making or not making, have to go to other gyms. If anyone has done workouts, you know, you get into a different gym and it's just there's something. You know, you don't know exactly where the bathrooms are. You don't know if that's the right bathroom. You don't, the
foam rollers.
Yeah, the foam rollers. They have different foam rollers. The barbells are not exactly the same.
The pull-up bar might not be the same.
Oh, God almighty.
Rings might be too long.
But you know what? I mean, that simulates actual competition,
I was
right?
just going to say.
You roll out
it does. I mean, that's the essence of the games is prepare for the unknown and unknowable. And I think the more you can just, you know, adapt to the environment is like you said, it's a good point of where you are in your fitness.
100%. And I mean, that's basically what Kyle said to me yesterday. He's like, your baseline is fine.
Yeah.
Like you know, if you want to go for it, if you ever want to go, and you've told me the same thing, Craig, if I ever really want to do it, I can do it. And I feel like that's enough for me.
Yeah.
That's enough for me. Yeah.
And I love that attitude too. People can get too wrapped around the axle about, I am going to make it to the games. And then, like you said, it's a devastating experience. It's a cool experience, but the more often than not, what I've seen people do who make those types of commitments is, you know, you talk to them 2 or 3 months later and they're doing something else.
Yeah. Burnout.
Yeah.
Yeah. I've experienced that with music too, where I'm like, I'm doing it. And then I'm like, I can't do this anymore.
Yeah.
Why would I do that to myself? There are aspects of my life. There are people in my life that I need to be investing that energy into. So yeah. CrossFit for me is fun. CrossFit is something that I'm able to help and share with other people, my experiences. It is not something that defines me at all.
It does give me a respect for those athletes that are able to repetitively do it over and over again.
It's a sickness.
Yeah.
I mean, I really do think it's an addiction. Yeah.
I mean, they talk about that in the intro to the games documentaries.
100%. It's a sickness.
Yeah.
I mean,
yeah, go ahead.
Yeah. No, it's just the amount of dedication and sacrifices you have to make to be at the top. But I think that's the same with any sport, right?
Yeah,
like you got to make crazy, you know, sacrifices, whether it's, you know, spending time with family or whatever else it is to focus on that goal. There's a certain downside to that.
Yeah. Anything you do, even my career, I think that's a prime example. I deployed last year. I had to send my son to live with his dad his senior year of high school. I missed his senior year of high school for my job. And, you know, that like I didn't have much of a choice, obviously. I signed a contract, but like that's the type of sacrifice, you know, that to me is more worth it than, you know, CrossFit is. I'm not getting anything in return from CrossFit. Like no one, I paid $100 to do the semifinals. You know, they're not, I didn't even get a t-shirt. Can you know, like, I mean,
extra $36.
Right. Exactly. So, you know, I hope they hear me.
Yeah.
Can you tag them on this? I'm just kidding. I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
She's kidding.
I am kidding.
But not
I
kidding.
love,
Not really.
I love CrossFit,
Kidding, but not kidding.
but we could do better in that regard.
Yes, we could.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that because those are the types of things that are endearing. And, you know, you do something like that, you make it, you know, if it was all in $100 and included a t-shirt.
Yeah.
Or you sign up, $100, put your t-shirt size down. They don't even need to distinguish the cost one cost from the other, and you get a t-shirt. CrossFit has spent essentially $10 or less, because I know how much that to the
Shirt costs.
Yeah, to make a really incredible connection with someone that's going to do it again and again and again.
Mm-hmm. It's true, but people still keep coming back. So,
yeah,
you know, they might not shift it because people will pay it. I think, like I said, it's an addiction. Anyway.
Yeah. So we have 6 workouts. Jamie, you know what the workouts are.
Yeah. Event 1.
What is event 1 is the snatch and
event 1, we got the snatch and rope climbs. It's 5 rounds.
Are you going to do these workouts in order, Sarah?
No.
Okay. And you've talked to your coach is giving you guidance on what order to go in.
Mm-hmm.
How do you feel about this one here? Personally, I kind of like this workout, just because snatch is, for me at this age, you know, I have a little bit of advantage over some of my peers. For me, it's I'm afraid to tell her what my weight is.
We can see it right here,
like literally in front of us.
Yeah.
Is it the same as mine?
75 pounds.
I have to do 95.
And it's a power snatch to an overhead squat is okay with a 12-foot
that's
rope
65,
climb.
Bro. Easy.
65.
Wow.
Oh, sorry.
66.
Okay, so it's 95 pounds. Still to a 12-foot target.
We're doing this.
And it has to be a squat snatch.
We're doing the same weight, and I have to climb higher.
She does.
I don't think that's fair.
No, and
but that's why you're not competing against each other.
Yeah.
But Craig always be trying to compete against me.
but I will. But you know what? On this one, I'm thinking, oh, she beats me. Damn, dude, like that is really bad. She's going 2 feet higher. Rope climbs are my jam, and it's the same freaking weight.
I promise you, I'm not. You
need to understand how much.
I don't know.
This is for me.
I don't know about that, Sarah.
It's the rope climbs. Listen. Have you ever seen me climb a rope?
No, but we talked about this. We're
It's
gonna
like a
play with it
wrecking
before
ball.
we leave. Before you start.
Okay. Yeah, I that is not my strong suit. The rope climbs, I literally will just hang there like, oh, Jesus, God, don't let me die. Like, stare at the rope. Yeah, I'm going to need y'all to holler at me through this one.
15 foot is the 15-foot rope climbs gash. I think in a lot of people.
It's 3 pulls for me, for sure.
Yeah. And you're doing the full knee bend, and then it's kind of a toe to bar, and then a bit of a squat too.
You could do 12 feet in 1 pull.
I know I can.
I hate you. This is not fair.
He's gonna jump up.
Dear CrossFit God, stop doing that. Craig can climb a 15-foot rope.
Yes, I can. Oh yeah,
I like this workout because it's so technical. Like this is like the most technical one you're gonna see, I think, as far as like overall capacity.
Did Kyle tell you singles on these? Did he give you any advice? Because around the interwebs, people are talking about doing singles on the squat snatch just to save the grip.
Yeah. It's going to be rough.
One of the things we like to do at Diablo, and you know, I credit my wife Yvonne for doing this is we bought some plates that are kind of dead drop plates for our quarterfinalists and semifinalists athletes, so that when they drop the weight doesn't bounce, because you know those rubber bumper plates, high temp plates, are wonderful for a commercial gym because they last forever, but they bounce all over the place.
Yeah,
and those few seconds every single rep, readjusting your grip and trying to find your grip is a pain in the ass. So we have some dead drop weights we got from Rogue that when they hit the ground they just stop. Okay, what's 2?
2 is gonna be. It's like I gotta drop this one off. So 2 we got. Which one is number 2?
I like this backdrop we got, by the way. It's got a little bit of everything. I forgot I put a little bit of everything in there.
Squirrel.
Screen share. Number 2.
I did.
It's just stalling for me to transition over.
OCD, man.
Yeah.
I know.
Staying on task,
All right,
right?
here we go.
The burpee one, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, this is like full on.
So
shoulder capacity
Right.
and technique and
so
double under.
So Kim Healing. I never. She's gonna kill me for pronouncing. Is it Hyleen?
How dare you?
But it's Hilen. That looks like Hillen to me.
Okay,
but it's not. She gets mad. It's Kim Hillen. So Kim did one round of this yesterday. Oh my God! It's I don't want to tell you that, but I'm going to tell you that because
it's going to be that workout.
And she's got an engine.
Yeah.
So yeah. You're gonna be breathing on this one. That first half, the first 3 rounds.
Right.
Yeah.
First 3 rounds. Shoot.
The first round.
Then you jump into 100 double unders.
Well,
yeah, it's gonna be hot.
I mean, I don't know how good you are at breathing upside down, but that's also
I actually am quite good.
I love it. That's a separator right there. Whether you can breathe upside down or 100%. On double unders.
When I teach people handstand walk, I work on the breathing while they're learning it. Like
it's kind of comes back to like a foundational component.
Breathing is everything.
Down.
No one believes me.
Yeah,
I believe you.
Sarah's a handstand walker. She's gonna be able to do this workout too. But Kim did say that it took her let me see. Was it 3 minutes? Yeah, 3 minutes to do one round.
One round of just the 20 and
at about 80,
runs?
at about 85%.
No one's gonna finish. I'm not gonna finish that. That's for sure.
But I was like 15 minutes. Wow, that's gonna be. I go, that's a lot of time. But then I realized, oh boy,
there's gonna be a lot of time caps for sure.
Mm-hmm.
You got to sell out a little bit on that first 3 rounds.
One thing that Kyle had said, I guess I'm not going to show my hand too much, but I will.
No, go ahead.
He was saying on the shuttle runs to walk and run.
That's what I thought today when I was thinking about this.
Down and back,
walk, recovery,
run, walk down and back. Yeah.
Oh, that's a good idea. So, and that's something that Hiller talked about when
he did that whole workout.
He did that whole workout walking.
Pull-ups and the thrusters.
Yeah, from a year ago or 2 years ago.
A couple years ago.
The only thing is that if depending on how you're walking, like practice it first, because depending on how you're walking, you can blow up your hip flexors.
Oh, good point.
Doing a walk.
That is a good idea.
If you're speed walking.
Yeah. Yeah.
Good point.
Cool. What's workout 3?
Standby.
Can you just?
It's like I can't just
because you're downloading
just,
the Dealio.
It's just I have to go to a screen share, but in order to get to that screen share,
I've got a phone here, so.
Yeah, I got it better now.
Oh, it's Jackie.
Here's 3.
Yeah,
Jackie.
Oh yes, so that's double Jackie. But do you
double weighted Jackie?
Do you have
with chest to bar?
Do you have chest to bar?
Yes.
Oh,
he's got chin over bar.
Chin over bar, baby, and a 45-pound bar.
Craig, I'm glad that you set up like this because I can't reach you
from where she is.
Here, throw this out.
My pimp hand is so strong.
Yeah.
Like, oh my gosh, it's not fair. It's not fair because, this is the thing. I think you should take this as a compliment too. I don't give them often to you, but like your level of fitness is far beyond what CrossFit is prescribing for you. Like it's far beyond. Yeah. So you could do the weights of a 47-year-old woman.
Oh my God! You set that up beautifully.
I did.
Awesome.
I'm such a kind person.
So good. It's really
good.
The
internet is laughing right now.
So this is a repeat.
It's a good one.
This is from 2015. Yeah,
and it's can you recover on the row when you do your rows?
Oh yeah, okay. I'm a rower. I love rowing.
Yeah. Yep. And I think the trap on this one because I remember Margot Alvarez doing this and she's got a great Jackie time, but she paced the row. I got off the row like well below her pace time, but for what allowed her to do is do 50 thrusters in a row.
Yep.
Unbroken.
Yeah, that's crazy. I'm not going to do that.
Right.
Taking like 10-15 seconds off your row could potentially devastate your unbroken thrusters.
Right. That's right. That's what happens, right? Every few seconds you take off your row, like metabolically, like oof.
Especially when you have to do it twice.
Mm-hmm.
But what's nice, the reason why I asked to recover on the row because it's that second row. You get on the second row, and if one of the things I'll look forward to on this is like I can't wait to get back on the row because when I get back on the row for the first 250 meters, my breath is coming back. Everything, I get my composure, and I can hold a fairly decent pace that keeps me in the game.
You can bring your stroke rate way down.
Right, that part.
Yeah. I wish I could do that running. I can't. Where people go out for runs, and that's they kind of recover on their runs. I'm not there.
I'm definitely not there.
Yes,
every step I'm like, you are so heavy. Oh my God.
Says the athlete who said to walk during the shuttle.
That's me. Yeah.
Me too. Don't worry.
Go ahead and laugh at it, but you're gonna see it.
All right. What's workout 4?
Workout 4 is
my favorite.
And we're doing so again, we'll do these over 4 days. Today, tomorrow, midday, and then after.
This is your jam right here.
Man, I'm gonna kill this one. This is one I said I'm gonna win.
Yep.
I'm gonna win it.
I believe it.
This one's been panned on the interwebs just because we had progressive deadlifts in the quarterfinals. It's still, when you see a workout that you kind of like and you're good at, you don't care how much people criticize it.
Right.
This is a great workout.
What are people saying?
It is. Well, they're saying it's
the ascending weight on the bar.
The ascending weight on the bar is just like
quarterfinals.
With quarterfinals.
Granted, there's a bunch of double unders in between, but
but it's also like extremely heavier weight, right? Like,
and I think that's the idea here that CrossFit's trying to get across. Like they're trying to get someone that can move large loads.
Yeah. And
the other one,
the
deadlift one, the deadlift one in the quarter, yes, it was a heavy hinge, but it wasn't. The weights weren't undoable.
No,
like everybody was able to do it. This one,
the double unders were a limiting factor for sure.
Yeah. I know for a fact that there's ladies in my age group that will not be able to hit that 315 bar. Yeah. Like being able to deadlift as a woman in general over 300 pounds is pretty significant.
Really significant.
Yeah. So good luck, ladies.
This is the one. This workout. I'll call this the $100 workout because this is the workout that got Sarah to spend $100.
That's how they got her.
He texted me. I texted him and he texted me. He sent me all the workouts and he's like, what do you think about these? And I paused for a little bit and then I was like, fine, I'll do it. Because I wasn't going to sign up. I was just going to do the workout.
I was just kind of like,
you're going to be one of those.
Workout 1, workout 2, workout 3. And I see my little thing go dot, 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 dot.
But this is the thing. Like I'm one of those CrossFit athletes. Like I did Legends a few years ago. Like I'm 4th at Legends. And so people know who I am, but I kind of like appear and disappear. And so I want them to know I'm still here.
Yeah.
I'm still here, ladies. I just have life going on. But
it is. This is a workout that I like for me and my age group, although I know there are some bros that can pull that 395 fairly comfortably. But my goal is I want to be in the top 25 on this one. And just for the same thing.
Yeah.
Hey, I'm here. I'm still here,
guys. Yep.
Yeah. Don't completely count me out.
Watch out.
Just wait till I get serious about this.
I know.
Next year.
Every other year, it's like, I'm going for it. And then you're like, no, I'm doing life.
That's awesome.
It'd be like that.
This will be a fun one to watch, I think, in the gym as well.
Yeah.
And you get to
especially when you get to that final
bit. It's one lift
it's
one lift on the minute. There's a lot of loads in it, and it builds up to really heavy loads at the end for that 10th minute. I did want to ask you, Jamie, about this one. So then you get to the end, and then if you make the lift and there's time left, you can do cleans.
Step over to the second bar.
And you just do power cleans. You can do squat cleans if you want, but you just do cleans. And that it doesn't matter if you only make it to the 5th bar and there's still time left, you can do the cleans because the number of cleans that you do becomes the tiebreaker, and the clean weight is substantially lighter. So people can do it. They'll be repping out cleans. Sarah will be repping out some cleans.
I mean, should we place a bet to see how many you'll do?
Oh, that'd be good.
Can we?
Yeah, we can do that.
Can you do like 30? I think you could.
Well, so that's funny. The 30 is the number. Well, I guess we think about that because of grace kind of thing.
Yeah.
I want to be able
to
do
have
30.
to go overhead.
Right. Yeah. I mean, my grace time is like 117.
Yeah.
So
oh my God.
I'm like, how many? Yeah, I don't know.
And you're doing this one first.
Yes.
Right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
This afternoon I'm doing this one.
Yeah.
So
what I wanted to ask you, Jamie, by the way, what do you think about this cumulative volume?
Yes.
And the impact that it'll have on the last like 2 or 3 barbells?
Yeah, I think the volume, I mean, like it comes down to the top end strength, like how proficient you are on the pull. But when you get to like your top end strength and you go to that tiebreaker bar, that second barbell, I think, is going to take more out of people than they anticipate.
Yep.
Oh, interesting.
Like just from the eccentric loading, right? Like if you're cycling for speed and you're bringing that bar back down, that time under tension, because you're hanging on to it, you're linking it. Yeah, there's no point in doing the tiebreaker singles,
no,
especially at this weight. But I think depending on where you are and where this workout is actually placed throughout your plan, as far as like the strategy, which one you're going to do first, this could be one of the ones that might affect you in later events. Especially like when you do this one and then maybe the snatches afterwards, right? Like the pulling from the ground is gonna get spicy.
Yeah. And can we tell people that you're gonna do this one when you're gonna do this one?
Yeah, I just said today.
She's
opening
with
it. Yeah.
So we will know how
so am I.
you feel afterwards.
But don't post anything on the internet because the ladies are watching. They're watching. You know, I know.
That's why the leaderboard goes out live at the last minute when everybody posts.
But they know I'm on there.
Yeah, I want to do this one first too, just because I feel like this is one where I can compete with the bros in my age group that are amazing athletes, and so I feel like this is the one I can compete. So I want to be able to give this one my best shot.
It's gonna hurt.
I don't have any aspirations of going to the games, but I just want to do good, really good on one. This one I feel like
this one is like it's gonna hurt, but it's gonna hurt for like 40 seconds
exactly
because you got that first pull. A heavy pull, and then it's like maybe 40, 50 seconds or 40, 30 seconds of time afterwards.
The EMOM's not going to hurt.
No,
I don't think so. I mean, you're only going to be able to pull as far as you can. If you get to a point where you have to take 2 attempts on it, like, is it worth it?
Oh, that's a good question.
Like, how much energy went into the first missed attempt? If it was like, I just rushed into the setup and whatever the case is, I can get that to go on to the next. I don't know.
So that's a really good point, right? So if you have to do 2 pulls on a bar, you are not going to like try another deadlift. You're just going to do cleans the whole next round.
Wait, but do you do cleans the next round, or do you have to just do them in that round? Does it have to be the cleans in the same round? Yeah, so it might not be worth it.
Because if you don't get that bar, you don't get to move on.
Right. You can't go to the
your EMOM is up.
Yeah.
Right.
So if you think you're gonna miss the second lift, like if you think you're smoked enough to miss the second lift, there's no point.
Yeah.
Do you have to? Oh, you have to hit the bar.
You have to hit the bar to progress to the next weight.
To do the cleans.
Yep. Because the cleans have to come.
Oh, that's
after
right. So it's not a miss.
No.
If you miss, you don't get to do cleans.
Don't get to go. No, if you miss, you go to the tiebreaker.
Right. Yes. But it has to happen within that minute. That's my question.
Well, so here's what I'm asking.
We will double check the rules, so don't take this fully.
Yeah,
watch
disclaimer.
No, this is a good point, right?
It is,
because suppose someone does a lift and then they do a second lift in that same minute and they get it. Can they then just wait to the next minute, make a phony attempt, and then do cleans?
So this brings me to a point.
Load. Continue lifting every minute on the minute until you reach the load you cannot complete. Athletes may not skip a load on the progression. Athletes may reattempt the miss within the designated time. Athletes may not reattempt a missed lift in the designated time. Oh, so you only get 1 attempt.
So the next minute,
if I'm reading that correctly.
Here's the thing. Let me just say this, because this is good for people who are coming in to do the workouts. Read the shit. Read it. Don't come in and ask the coaches. It's so disrespectful to do that. Like, I love y'all, but if you come up to me during this and you're like, "What is this?" I'm not going to answer you.
I'm going to send you to the paper.
Side eye you. I'm going to side eye you and I'm going to walk away. Love you. Thanks.
I'm going to post that to our group right now. Sal Sander was big on that too. People should have thoroughly read the rules. Don't come in and ask us how to
know where the camera's supposed to go. Know where the bars are supposed to go.
It tells you all of that stuff here.
It's your responsibility. As an athlete. And I think I will say this about Diablo. You guys are so amazing about having people to judge and all that. A lot of gyms don't even do that. So the fact that we're getting that, like, it's our responsibility as athletes to be fully prepared, not just to do the workout, like the warm up, doing your own warm ups and making sure that you're reading your stuff.
Yeah.
Sorry.
The details matter.
Yes, they do. Anyway, so read the thing.
Yeah. Okay, so if an athlete finishes the lift and decides to move on to the next attempt, they get the entire 60 seconds window to accumulate cleans.
Okay.
So if you complete the lift, you can move on and do that. If an athlete fails the lift and has 40 seconds remaining, they can complete the cleans with the remaining 40 seconds of that window. They don't get a second attempt on that barbell. So you get 1 attempt. So if you decide you want to wait 30 extra seconds to recover from the previous lift and you take it and you miss it, you have maybe 20 or 15 seconds left to do max cleans.
Yeah. It might not be worth it. It might not be worth it.
So say that again. So you have to, if you miss it.
So if you miss it, You go right to the cleans.
Okay. So suppose you do two. So in the ninth bar, you do 2 pulls, and you get it on the second pull.
You only get 1 pull.
Oh, you only get 1 pull per. You can't.
Oh no, never mind. It says athletes may reattempt. I just misread
Yes.
that. Athletes may reattempt
in the same minute.
within
Okay.
the same minute. Yes.
All right. So if they reattempt and make it, then the next bar is when they can start
Correct.
The cleans.
Correct.
cleans. So they get a full minute of cleans.
Correct. But then you're also working off that failed attempt. which
Right.
Right.
Your body and your CNS is not going to be happy.
For all the masters athletes that came to class last week, remember how you felt after we did Gwen? Yeah.
Yep.
That like shaky.
So here's a question.
It ain't worth it.
So if you miss in the 10th round,
Mhm.
if you do a double and you make it, and the time expires, you don't do any cleans.
No cleans.
It's just
You have that 60 seconds to do the lift
I got it.
and the cleans.
'Cause
If
you're
you get the successful lift and you decide not to make an attempt on the deadlift, the next minute, you have that entire minute for cleans.
okay, but you don't get an 11th minute.
You do not get an 11th minute.
Okay.
It ends at 10.
Right. Okay. All right. Be sure and
Chalk your bars.
read all the rules before coming to do. I'm saying it to our group right now as we speak.
Good.
What's the next workout?
All right. Then our last workout is the ascending rep scheme of handstand push-ups and walking lunges. So
I like
we
this
start with the handstand, or we start with the walking lunges, 50-foot lunge, and then you go 2 strict handstand push-ups, walking lunge, 4, lunge, 6, and then so on for 10 minutes.
This one's good.
This one is like really, I mean,
Well,
it's purely
this is
another
great.
strict handstand push-up workout, right?
Yeah.
Because like the lunging, the more handstand push-ups you go, the more volume you're going to accumulate in the lunge.
Mhm.
Again, kind of placement of where you're going to do this workout might, I don't know. I wouldn't put this one too close to the Helen. Back to back wise, all the thrusters into the lunging. Jackie, not Helen.
Yeah.
Sorry, thank you.
I was like, we're doing
Jackie,
Helen.
Yeah. Yeah, I just added it. That's a lot of shuttle runs.
Fuck. Yeah.
I'm like, I'm gonna call my congressman.
This is another kind of a good one for you.
Yeah, I'm excited. I'm gonna do this one tonight.
Oh, you are gonna. Oh,
So
you're gonna
you're going home runs first too.
Yeah, I'm gonna get the strong ones out of the way. We're gonna start this in a positive way. That was not how quarterfinals went for me, and I think
Okay, cool.
mentally it's good. It's
Yeah,
better
it
for me.
is. Sure.
Yeah,
Right. Get some confidence, and then just ride it out.
yeah.
Ride the wave the rest of the way.
But I will say, because I am pretty good at handstand push-ups,
Mhm.
like my handstand push-up volume is good, but I still will do doubles probably the whole way.
The whole time.
I probably will. Yep, just so I don't have to
Overreach.
struggle or overreach. Yeah,
Yeah.
that because your grip is going to go a little bit on the dumbbell
Mhm.
lunges, and you're going to feel that in your forearms, your shoulders. Like, yeah, it ain't worth it.
No.
That'll be interesting, actually, also coming off the deadlift workout, the
Mhm.
deadlift and cleans.
I told you I'm gonna get in the cold bath.
Oh yeah, it's a good
Just
idea.
put your arms down
Yep,
there.
I'm gonna get.
Yeah.
I'm gonna get in there. I'm gonna voodoo floss.
Yeah, yeah.
All the things that old people do.
The Jamie, do you have any thoughts on that, on recovery on these things, like from one day to the next, like the
I think the best thing you could do is just get your cool down started as soon as the workout's over. Get on a bike, slow, 5-10 minutes, get some blood back in there, flush all that byproduct out of the bloodstream, and get some food in you.
All right,
Crucial.
that's good.
It's just as important as the warm up.
We've been going 53 minutes.
Oh.
Great discussion.
Yeah,
Get to find out our password here soon enough.
this was
Yeah.
fun.
We're gonna find our password and then go throw up and go do a workout.
No, you need throw up after.
I was gonna say, which is that? Is that the order you're gonna go with?
It's amazing. Like even though I say like I don't have there's very, very small outside chance. Like a lot of guys would have to get really sick and go away for me to end up at the games, but I still get nervous as fuck about
What
this.
did you just tell? I said the same thing, and it's just because you care.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The,
right.
the ego plays a part in it too. We
Oh,
don't
yeah.
want to look crazy.
That's right.
You know, like I get it.
But we all have to do, by the way, we all have to do videos.
Yeah, that's
by the way, we have to have
super fun.
Two level 1s there with judges, and so we've got some members coming from other gyms because they didn't have the staff to be able to support it. So we have some people about 5 athletes coming over to do it, which is cool. And I encourage those athletes, please get your advanced judging course and help us judge.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
We do have 6 judges that we're going to kind of try and that have L1s and the advanced judging course miraculously. So we're going to make those people available, but make sure if you're coming over or if you're, in your own gym, get your advanced, if you got an L1, get your advanced judging course. Just help people out.
And then once you have your advanced judges course, you don't have to do it again next year or the next year.
Yeah.
You get 3 years off of
having
to do that test.
Judging course. Good. And, but we start at 1:00 and then we'll, like I said, go to 3:00 today or 3:30 today. Cool.
Thanks for coming in, Sarah.
Yeah, man, this was so cool.
Yeah,
I love it here.
Yeah,
I love this community. I love you guys.
Thank you.
And it really sucks that I'm gonna have to move.
She's moving. She's leaving to Virginia. It will be sad because our community really enjoys you as a coach and an athlete, and they love cheering you on. They're excited for all of this. So
don't make me cry on the podcast.
I know I won't do that.
Let's save it. We still have a few months to, be around each other, and the games are coming up this summer. We're all going to be there. I think it's going to be a really fire way.
Yeah.
Sarah walks around here like she's ready to fight someone all the time. Like she's ready to fight fast. And I know that she's like super emotional.
It's a front. My bark is worse than my bite. Yeah. No, I love people. I love taking care of people.
And everybody senses that. And it's freaking awesome. It really is.
Thanks.
Yeah.
Thanks.
All right, cool. Well, thanks. This was fun discussion. This is exactly how we wanted to go.
Till next time.
Yep.